Queen Wu episode 4 starts with a flashback to 18 years ago, when the previous king summoned all of his kings to his deathbed. This was the first time Queen Wu visited the palace. Wu welcomed them and led them to the king, where everyone was waiting. The king then declares Go Mu as his successor. No one is more shocked than Wu by the king's decision. In retrospect, we learn that the king came to this decision because we knew only Go Mu could reclaim the land the Han dynasty took from them. He also knew that Wu and the He clan were in cahoots to take the throne for their advantage. After the proclamation, an official ceremony was held and Go Mu was announced as the new king. It comes as no surprise that Wu tried to take Go Mu down but lost. We then circle back to Balki at his palace. He's plotting his next move, but Chang Hyong warns him to be cautious. Even if he gets Queen Wu to forcefully marry him, he still has a wife from the Zhua family. The Zhua family will fight back and he needs to be on their good side too. In a twisted and diabolical move, Balki decides to kill his wife and her maids. His wife was already angry with him for refusing to save her dad when he was accused of treason. According to Balki, he can get away with killing his wife because her family is not that strong and there will be no barrier for him to marry Queen Wu once he captures her. He asks Chang Hyong to head to the north and convince the mounted warriors to fight by his side. Meanwhile, Rim sends a second group of assassins to go after the queen. He wants her dead and will stop at nothing to make sure she doesn't return to the palace. Speaking of which, things are tense in the palace as the guards continue ransacking the mage chambers, looking for evidence. The maid sent by Sabi tries to get information from Ryu and fails. However, Ryu takes note that Sabi is acting suspiciously when he spots her heading to Woo-sun's room. He informs Paso and together they decide to keep an eye on the shaman. At the same time, Paso reaches out to Yongbi from the Zhoubon authority. He informs her of the king's death and asks for her help to protect the queen. Back to Queen Wu, she and her entourage take a break to decide their next option. She has to choose between heading back to the palace or going to visit another prince. Moshi decides now is a great time to ask for more money for his services and is elated when the queen agrees to pay him double the previous amount. Wusu tries to dissuade her sister from going to a different prince, but Queen Wu refuses. Soon, Rim assassins and the White Tiger warriors catch up to them. The White Tiger warriors execute the Rim assassins but fail to capture the queen. For whatever reason, the White Tiger leader is moved when Queen Wu protects Moshi with her body and they decide to pull back. Queen Wu convinces Mugol to take a different route after realizing the White Tiger is after them. However, by taking the route, they seal their fate if they are caught, since they will have no way out. In the meantime, the mounted warriors return home after the long battle. They are warmly welcomed and party all night to celebrate their victory. These are Go Mu's men and he ordered one of his younger brothers to protect the northern region. Another twist arises when Yongbi attacks Rim's house and demands he call off the assassin. Rim refuses and she kills him without a second thought. She asks the next in line to call off the hit, but a message arrives, informing them that the assassins failed once more. Yongbi is pleased that the queen survived and makes the family pledge allegiance to her. She demands to know the name of their spy, but only Rim knows his identity, and he is dead. She sends word to Yol Paso that the queen survived, but Ryu takes the partially burnt message after Paso throws it away. At the palace, Sabi realizes what Russo has done after searching her room. She holds a ceremony to see the king and queen's future, and she is shocked to see a different prophecy from the usual one that she sees. Sabi realizes that she made a mistake and that Woo-sun was never meant to be a queen. This time, she sees Queen Wu staring at the crows on the throne, which is where episode 4 comes to an end. So what went wrong? What does Sabi's vision mean, and will she pay for her part in this whole fiasco? It's also curious as to why the White Tiger leader pulled back. He went back to kill all the assassins, clearing the queen's path, but will he go after her again? Will Queen Wu convince him to join her and abandon Balki? Speaking of Balki, I certainly didn't expect him to be this ruthless. He killed his wife in the most vile way possible and had absolutely no remorse. It goes to show that he won't make a great king and the kingdom will be doomed if he takes over. What will he do to Queen Wu after she serves her purpose? There is also the question of whether the Mount Warriors will join Balki. Even though it is unlikely, can't really guess what will happen and who will stand with the queen who has no king. We also got a new player in the quest for the throne this episode. Yongbi might be an ally for now, but we don't know what she will do in the future. In the meantime, we'll have to wait for September 12th for any of our many questions to be answered as to exactly how the Queen will survive this ordeal and rise like a phoenix again. So far though, this has been an excellent series and I genuinely cannot wait for the next set of episodes to drop. Thanks for watching and do let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Smash a like or subscribe to the channel, your support is very much appreciated. I'm Greg Wheeler, and from all of us over here at The Review Geek, we'll see you on the next video.